2NE1 has recently celebrated their 15th anniversary, and it seems like they might have a comeback planned too. On May 16th, the members posted pictures from a recent photo shoot and shared messages to express their gratitude to fans for their ongoing support. CL said, "2NE1 has always been my house that made me feel the freedom to love, to play, to express, to create, to shine, to mix, to connect, and share with people. Hope today's 2NE1 reminds you to feel your light." As for the comeback, the members have long hinted that they want to release music and perform together again. However, on the day of the anniversary, Osun reported that CL met with Yang Hyun-suk for the first time in a while. According to the media outlet, they were only meant to have a short meeting that ended up lasting much longer, but it's not known what they talked about. So far, YG Entertainment has refused to comment on what they discussed, but it appears that there might be more to the meeting than just a friendly conversation. ILLIT recently had a live stream, and netizens are worried that a part of it was staged. Even if you haven't kept up with Adore and HYBE, you're likely aware of ILLIT's involvement. From the start, Hee Jin accused ILLIT's team of copying NewJeans, leading netizens to point out other instances of copying from the group. This had a lot of people hating on the members, so the situation escalated. On May 15th, the group did a live stream on Weverse as a celebration of their 50th day of debut. During this live stream, Wonhee went viral for reporting hate comments as people were sympathetic to what they were going through. However, when looking closely at the whole thing, netizens started suspecting that this had all been a plan from HYBE. In particular, people talked about how at the beginning of the stream, when all the members are talking amongst each other, Wonhee can be seen looking at the staff behind the camera. Then she was handed a phone by one of the staff members, which was strange because none of the other members had their phones and were instead looking at a tablet. It was because of this that netizens believed that HYBE staged the whole situation to gain sympathy from the public, especially at a time when public opinion is really important. Netizens commented, "Surely not staged, right? If it is staged, then that's terrifying, isn't it? And it's just HYBE being insane. What are they even doing to the kid?" In addition to this, an article popped up after the live stream implying that people were rallying against NewJeans because Wonhee was getting hate. Whether or not this is media play on HYBE's part, it's undeniable that the ILLIT girls are indeed getting a lot of hate for things that adults are responsible for. Instead of dealing with all that in a way that the girls would come out of this unscathed, they're attracting even more hate towards them. It's really unfortunate that the members are dealing with this in the first place. There seems to be some confusion over Kepler's contract renewal. As you may know, the members' contracts are nearing their end as they're set to expire in July of this year. Since that time was getting closer and closer, there were numerous rumors about whether the group was going to disband or not. On April 25th, there were announcements that the group would disband as the discussion for the extension of the members' contracts had failed. Then, on May 16th, a media outlet reported that Kepler would continue being a group, but would have 7 members from now on, as Kang Yeso and Mashiro have apparently decided not to renew their contracts. The report said that the members have decided to stay with their agency and join their girl group Limelight. The report surprised everyone since people thought that all the members would leave the group, especially after all the mismanagement they had gone through. On the same day, articles started popping up saying that the group would actually disband and all the members would go their separate ways. However, it seems like none of the articles were actually correct, as both Wake1 and 143 Entertainment said that discussions were still ongoing. When contacted by Donga Ilbo, the label denied the reports, stating they were still in discussions with the members. 143 Entertainment also responded, noting that negotiations with Kang Yeso and Mashiro were still in process and that they were carefully considering the details, so all we can do is wait for an actual confirmation. Finally, as expected, there are updates on the HYBE versus Hee Jin case, so buckle up. On May 16th, HYBE revealed Kakao Talk messages in which Adore's vice president suggested a takeover plan for Hee Jin. The scheme involved securing foreign investors, convincing HYBE to sell its Adore shares to these investors, and then using the money from her put options to buy out Adore's shares. Min responded to these accusations by denying any conspiracy with the vice president to gain control of Adore, as she said, "I never met up with any investors in an attempt to seize control of the company." She urged HYBE to bring said investors forward. That's what the company supposedly attempted to do a day later, as an exclusive media report came out revealing that Hee Jin allegedly met with representatives from Dunamu and Naver Corporation. Since Dunamu holds a 5.6% stake in HYBE, making them the 3rd largest shareholder and possesses board appointment rights, they're a significant player in this scenario. According to the report, evidence of Min's meetings with Dunamu and Naver emerged during HYBE's internal audit. As part of the investigation, auditors confiscated her PC and discovered KakaoTalk logs that mentioned discussions that she had about approaching the two companies. In the chats, she reportedly expressed frustration, saying that someone from Dunamu has no idea what she's talking about and that someone from Naver is picking up on it well enough. On the same day that this report came out, Seoul's Central District Court held a hearing regarding Min Hee Jin's injunction against HYBE. As you know, she had previously sought this injunction to prevent HYBE from ending her contract. HYBE's representative addressed Min Hee Jin's accusation of having a slave contract, emphasizing their support for Adore and their investment of 100 billion won in funds into the company. As for the clauses limiting Min Hee Jin's involvement with competitors, they said that it was standard practice for ongoing collaboration. Additionally, HYBE accused Min Hee Jin of being more interested in financial gains rather than the new jeans' well-being. They said, Min Hee Jin has made remarks in the past, such as, "It's hard to treat the members of New Jeans like artists. It's unbearable that I have to pick up after them." She also said, "I was the reason New Jeans succeeded," and HYBE also accused her of gaslighting the members into remaining obedient. However, those are just once again he said, she said accusations. Min Hee Jin did not appear at the hearing herself, but her legal team brought back the argument that HYBE had broken their promise of debuting her group first by debuting Le Seraphim. Adore's side then stated that Bang Shi-hyuk ignored the New Jeans members' greeting and presented the members' KakaoTalk messages to the court as proof. Adore's position is that Min Hee Jin, under their exclusive contract with New Jeans, must protect them from outside interference. They claimed that even if she had a shareholder agreement, she was obligated to inform HYBE, asserting that Min Hee Jin has never failed in these obligations. As for New Jeans' position in all of this mess, Adore stated that the members support Min Hee Jin and want to continue working with her. They said New Jeans members have stated they wouldn't be able to do a lot of things without Min Hee Jin and have stated they wanted to be with her. This is something the fans have acknowledged. The company also added that the members and their parents were terrified when they heard that HYBE was planning to send them on a vacation that would last a year and a half, claiming that the group and Adore would be hit irreparable harm if Min Hee Jin was to get dismissed. Later on, it was revealed that the New Jeans members also sent petition letters in support of Min Hee Jin to the Seoul Central District Court. The content of the letters is unknown. It said that the members showed that they were on the side of their CEO. The most damning accusation, though, is that HYBE allegedly initiated the audit on Min Hee Jin after she raised a serious complaint against the company's marketing strategies. Min Hee Jin supposedly requested an internal investigation into HYBE artists' first-week album sales, as she said that they were severely inflated with advanced purchases. For all of you who don't know, some companies use this method to boost album sales artificially by ordering a large number of copies in advance and then meeting quotas through fan events. That way, the first week album sales can appear extremely high despite people not really buying the album that much. In an email dated April 3rd, Adore expressed concerns to HYBE about how these tactics distort fairness in the market and mislead investors, employees, and fans. According to the email, HYBE suggested to Adore that they purchase 100,000 copies of New Jeans' Get Up, so the group could beat aespa in first-week sales. Adore stated that HYBE's use of such tactics and their exploitation of loopholes in regulations is worrying and were clear in their stance against these practices as they wanted to stay true to their values. They wrote, "The primary reason that Adore turned this suggestion down was that participating in such an act would mean degrading the pure records and #1 achievements that New Jeans has fulfilled until now, that this tactic would also diminish chances of future collaborations." They also mentioned that if the public focuses more on the advanced purchases issue, there's a risk of people assuming that New Jeans uses these tactics as well just because they're affiliated with HYBE. Adore said that they wanted to prevent any misunderstandings because New Jeans doesn't resort to sneaky tactics to succeed. The email also mentioned HYBE's deal with UMG, with Adore accusing them of limiting New Jeans' growth by making them work with one distributor for 10 years. The document also has complaints about HYBE's infrastructure, favoritism in promotions and marketing, and more insights into Min Hee Jin's dissatisfaction with ILLIT's concept. The court announced that it will receive evidence and arguments until May 24th and deliver a verdict by May 31st, so stay tuned for more updates.